Hello, Mzansi. What up? My name is Uspio Usims Umtunga Umbulas, and this is Social Bridges. And as usual, I'm not here by myself. I'm here with the wonderful Zana.
Hi, I'm Zanzi. Welcome to Social Bridges. I am Gosazana Pesha, but you can call me Zana, the coolest kid Emshabeni.
Hi, Zana.
How are you, Sims?
I'm good, and how are you?
I'm good.
Yes. So the bridge that we are crossing today, Zana, is the state of our generation, expectations versus reality.
Wow. I thought you were going to say the state of the country. But
And that one has been too discussed.
It's too discussed, eh? But before we get into that, what's in your cooler?
Before we go into my cooler,
Yes.
I wanna. There's this thing here on my notes that the producer wrote. Generation classifications. I wanna just read it out before I go to my cooler. They say people who are born in 1928 and 1945 are the silent generation. And then there's people who are born in 1946 until 1964. Those are baby boomers. Apparently, there was too many babies born.
Those were my parents, they born in that generation.
So parents are baby boomers. And then there's the Gen X, which is 1965 until 1980.
Okay.
I think my director's a Gen X. I don't know. And then there's millennials. Hey, this isn't just a thing, you know. This is just a game. Or the Gen Y, born in 1981 in 1996.
Oh.
And then there's
This what?
these ones, ne?
The ones that everyone is looking up, down on suits.
No, these ones are not afraid of anything. They do whatever they want.
You guys feel intimidated, ne? By us.
No, it's just that we the millennials, the Sab, we're not scared. The Gen Z is the 1997 until 2012, and some say until 2010.
Okay.
And
I'm from that generation.
Oh, you are a Gen Z.
I'm a Gen
The
Z.
generation of Asab.
Mix.
Yeah. And then we have the Gen Alpha,
Okay.
which is the 2013 until this year, 2025.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, those are our kids, and the director laughed.
Oh.
Yeah, because someone was born this year. Oh, I'm old enough, guys.
Yeah,
I'm old enough.
But
to
anyway,
be parent.
let's jump. Since we are talking about our generation, let's check what's in our, because now you see what's happening on the shows. So much disrespect. I can even feel that there's disrespect in my cooler. But yeah, let me check
Let's
what's
see
in my
the disrespect.
cooler. I knew it.
Let me see.
Okay, check. I'm a DVD.
It doesn't. It doesn't on Netflix. Smart TV.
I'm highly offended. Oh my God, of this.
There's a scratch. It's
But
TV minus scratch as a
Yeah, but in our generation, this was us. Eh? This is how we tell a story, or this is how we'd watch a story.
Okay.
Yeah, we'd record. We'd buy a DVD. Empty. And just throw in music there.
Empty one.
MP3. Do you know MP3?
Yeah.
You know nothing. You know nothing. You have like 200 and something songs on one TV. You don't know that. Eh? Let's check what's in your cool.
Let's check
Let's check what's in your cool. Watch the respect from the Gen Z. Watch.
There has to be respect.
Guys, come on.
Kunanda. Okay. This is a CV.
Okay. What do you want to say about your CV, Gen Z?
I just say this to be more like modernized people, today, petrol, and all those things. But on the real though, it's just on how things are being modernized. If you want umsebenzi, you can do it online. Understand? So we are people, or we are the generation that came with a lot of change and more technological advance things were introduced by us to you guys. That's why you guys beefing so much. Like we know things. Yeah. We even the one typing this for you guys. Yeah.
CVs were there before Gen Z's, man. Oh. But anyway, they are laughing so much at the back.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are not beefing, man. We are talking about expectations and versus reality of our generation.
Yes.
You know, starting with my generation, which is the millennials. We at the point that we are at right now. Expectation says we must be married, have a house,
Grandkids.
grandkids. Grandkids. Grandkids.
Okay.
But yeah, kids. You know, a car, a stable job.
Yeah.
You know, that's what expectation says. That's where we are supposed to be now. You know, especially when you 2000s post on Facebook or wherever to say, kind of what do they say? From 80 ban to 90 ban. If you don't have but from 80 ban to 90 ban, 9:30 o tlamehile bo so loka dikobo. And then they post an old guy dancing in groove and say, somebody come fetch your father. You know, I believe we have those kind of people who are 90s ban who don't want to accept that, hey, it's child. You gotta let 2000 do their thing, you know. We don't want to accept that. I think, again, I don't think it's not accepting. It's reality.
Yeah,
you know?
it is reality.
By the time that person was young and at their age, they didn't have anything. But now, because they have money, they feel they need to cover a score by going out and being out at night, jiving. And then Amatu doesn't make fun of them and say, come fetch your father. Or somebody come fetch your mother. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So with us, yeah, expectation says, hey man, all right, you know. You are looking at your grandchildren and say, oh, you're going out for groove. Let me give you 1,000. You know, that's expectation. But reality, honestly, in reality, siyasokola. You know, it's hard to find a job sometimes. And for us, we say money is stability.
It is.
Honestly, you know. So us not finding jobs, we don't have money. You can't buy a car. You can't buy a house. How could
Yeah.
you know?
Even maintaining kids.
Exactly. You know, because me, for example, I'm one person who believes the day I bring a kid to this world, I'm supposed to be financially stable. I don't want to bring a child into this world until I know that I can take care of this child. This child has a home. This child can go to a private school. I'm not saying public schools are bad, but you know, yeah, taking care of the kid. I don't know about your generation, expectations and reality.
Yeah. Yo, I feel something heavy on my shoulder to represent number 2000 is. I am trusted. So I'll do this. But I feel like expectations and reality, it's more of an individual things. Life is not a group chat. Everyone is doing life how they know best of it. But more of there's a lot of things that plays on jobs, on where you were supposed to be and where you currently are. Just a side note, I saw someone, I was at Valmo, I saw someone I saw in high school last time I saw. That was like my best friend. And you saw when the teacher was like, after 5 years, you mama, you know, like they were just speaking. Like you never thought that was gonna be the reality, and it happened to me. I was because for the most of the time I was not in Davao. I was staying in Bram. I was studying in Joburg. So now, because I came home after graduating, so now I'm seeing people. Well, recently I downloaded Facebook work related, so I could meet up with a lot of people. That's when I see with life and reality and expectation. Well, life has its own things. Some people are not where they were supposed to be. Understand? Like so it's very painful. Like it's very painful to see. Some it's work issues. You understand? Some it's their own indiscipline. People don't want to study. People had better opportunities, but they didn't use them to their advantages. Or it's different realities. Understand? But it's sad. Good to now. She was like, the first thing she said to me, she was like, yo, I have a kid. She's 2 years. I was like, yo. I'm not even in back of my mind thinking about family, thinking about kids, thinking about what. Because there's so much I feel like I need to do. And to her, that's her reality, that's her expectation. She has a kid and she feels like she's fulfilled. But because we're not in the same, I don't know, reality, she wants a kid, she's more focused on family, but and then like that's maybe after 5 years that's what I'll talk about kids, understand? So that's when I thought like, yeah, but these people, hey, I'm a 2000 man, in the boy sugar team, actually we don't respect, isn't those guys, because she was someone who had more advantages. You see, there's two garages. The other garage, Yago, like she's very well off like that. Yago, but the other one, this side, Yago. So, but when I saw her, she didn't seem like that. So I felt bad. I felt bad. Like, man, this person was supposed to be very fine, like, understand? So it's just how life it is sometimes. Like you say, people were like, yeah, mama at this age you should, like, guys, it doesn't work like that. This is life. Just because you're 30 doesn't mean you're gonna get married. You can just get married. Understand? Or I just have kids or just buy a car. And like there's so much expectations from family, from society, you understand? They don't ask about what do you want as an individual. Do you even want to get married, or is it a pressure? Do you even want kids? You understand? Yeah, you must get married. Where is Mama? Hey, you want to see Mama in? What if you don't feel like you want to do this life thing with someone else? You just want to be alone. Understand? So, hey, it takes a different turn. Understand? Sometimes it's financial constraints. Like supporting a family and your net salary, it doesn't match. Understand? It doesn't match. Then when you say there are, I think when I see this, I think your generation, you guys are mostly well off right now. You guys have cars. You guys can afford bonds. You understand? Like, I recently just graduated. This is my first job. I'm still finding my way out. From a male perspective, I want this girl. You have a Golf 7. You have been working for like 10 years. I do. You understand? Take all the credit down. You get it? Then I want this girl. Then you gonna, like, it's gonna be more of like, when are you gonna take this girl with your car? Then I don't have a car. I feel like that's when those things start to be petty. Because it's always the conversation time. Hot money are the ones. Then even in women perspective, it's like the younger girls, 2000 will be taking older guys, and most of the guys are married. So obviously, understand? So I feel like that's where the contrast is, in a way. You get it?
You are taking me back to varsity, George. I remember. I remember in varsity, I had a friend, Tebza. I wonder where he is. I wonder where you are, though. Tebza had a crush on this beautiful. Oh, guys, who can I? Have you seen how Rihanna is? Yeah, that girl looked like Rihanna in a way. Taking Rihanna and Beyonce, put them together.
She was pretty.
Hey, she was. Hey. So I'm that type of person. I don't go for the most wanted girls. Angifuni man. Angifuni kusokola. Lento ukuthi na uthayiswa seke phambi kwakhe. I'd rather not. No. So Tebza wanted this girl. And this girl, nini ingena nge-Porsche, nini ingena nge-PM, nini, oh, Tebza thi umfana speech khona itsena into uphunya amabili. So it was sad because it's what you are saying, you know, the older guys used to come and get this girl, you know. And Tebza genuinely loved this girl. And this girl, don't see it. That's what she said. Don't see it. Wanna chill it. You know? And then again, another thing that you said reminded me back in high school when we were in a class, economics. Economics, it was like 14 of us. 14. 14 is a lot. But I think it was 14. Because, commerce. People didn't play with commerce that time. I don't know. Now, much doesn't happen. Now, there was 14 and we were sitting there saying, let's meet after 5 years. When I driving a BMW. When my favorite car is a A45 Mercedes Benz. Okay. And I was like, I'll be driving a A45. But we were all pinpointing. And it was expectations, but reality. Going back to what you said, we met after a few years. Banbani comes with 2 kids. Hi. Kibaka.
Now you need to do explanation.
Kibaka. And then there's this other one, I won't mention the name. She had a baby, like grade 11. And then we asked her, when and so we're 85 years old. I'll continue where I started. Where is that? I'm going to be a baby making machine. Bear in mind, she has 5 kids now.
Crazy.
5. So it's that, man. We expect to be somewhere else in life, but reality then comes, smacks us on the head to say, hey, this is what happens, you know. And when we left grade 12, all of us wanted to be in UJ. UP, Vets, you know, it was a dream. Say, next year Vasi, Bo Bramu, Bo Josi, Bo Hetfield, you know. It was the dream, you know. But reality came and said, but you didn't study.
You know very well.
Yeah, you don't practice accounting, but you know. And then a few of us went to varsity, and then a few didn't. You know, that's where reality came in and smacked us, all of us. And I had a best friend. His name, I don't have a best friend. I have friends. But he was my best friend in high school. Happy went to UJ and then I went to VUT. So 2 different things. But we wanted the same life. Me and him wanted, we're going to UJ. We are going to study CA. You know. I wanted to be a chartered accountant, but I'm not. I'm an IT graduate at the end of the day, you know, because I went and, you know what, this accounting thing is not for me. It's for him. You know, I'm a more technology guy. I love laptops. I love computers. I love devices. That's where I found myself. I was lost in a dream that was not mine, you know, but then reality came and smacked me in the head, and God drifted me in my direction. You know, today we are meeting in our cars, and well, he has a wife and a kid. I don't. I don't have a wife and a kid. But we meet there and we chat. You know, like, Dwana, remember we wanted to be accountants together, but then reality. You know, we have high expectations. I believe everyone at home has high expectations. But reality is gonna kick in.
Yeah, it is.
And we need to accept the reality when it kicks in, and not say, "But why? Why?" It's reality. It's reality. It's reality is very sad. Sometimes it's good. For another person, it's fortunate to say reality after 3 years of degree, you get a job instantly. Boom. My friend that I'm talking about, he went to UJ after 3 years, got a job. He's a CA. He did his honors, his masters. He's there. He's good. You know, he was. Some of us struggled. We stayed. We did jobs that we don't have qualifications for. You know, because you have an IT degree. You are there with it, but no one wants to hire you.
Just do administration.
Exactly. You know? Yeah, so reality.
Some people, someone was saying this girl, she graduated with them. I don't know if she also did the same thing I did. I don't know if she did journalism or she did what. She has been, after graduation, she has been in retail ever since. Even now. And I'm talking about someone graduated 2018.
Sure.
She hasn't got
Nothing
of her qualification. You understand? And that's something you don't even have control over. How would you do? You cannot hire yourself.
And it's funny how we given that with this field, a lot of people, they want a lot of people. There's too many opportunities, and especially, now you're expecting.
Especially, they used to do that a lot with teaching. I'm like, yeah, man, you're not gonna. Yeah,
I never.
Yeah, my mom almost like secretly applied for me at NW.
For teaching.
Yeah, because I wanted to do media, and she didn't want me to do media. Here's a teaching, like, I'm a teacher, I'm like, yeah, you've been accepted, but I'm like, I'm not going there. I'm not. Yo, it's crazy sometimes. It's crazy. Like, also what you're saying, you were living someone's dream. You thought you wanted to be an accountant. You understand? And also, it's a societal thing, which now people will force you. Like, do this. Your life is being like set up when you're set out of it. Have you ever said that you wanted to be a cop?
Also about t-shirt. And bear in mind, in CAT, I was mastering everything, Excel. I was there, but I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I wanted that accounting.
Yeah.
I'm mastering here.
But you didn't see it.
I didn't see it at all. I didn't see it. Even today, I was like, oh, we did this in CAT. This is how you do it. How do you? And people, how do you? It's just pressing 2 buttons and it does that. You know, yeah. But yeah, for our generation, I want to say something to my generation, which is the millennials. Never give up, guys. Never give up. I know you had expectations that by now you should be having a house, you should be having a family, you should be having your own car, but never give up. You know, keep pushing the dream. I'm not saying where I am, I'm comfortable. I'm not. I'm still pushing my dream too. You know, if it's passion that you're pushing, push it. If it's whatever that's gonna get you where you wanna be, but not crying. Not crying. Let me rephrase that. Not crying.
Honest living.
Honest living. Make an honest living for yourself, millennials, and you will. And then don't mind these Gen Zs when they say, come fetch your father. Don't mind them, man. If you want to finish that year of yours and having fun, just do it. You know, never give up on what you want to be or who you want to be. Yeah, what do you want to say to your Gen Zs?
To my generations, I just want to say, in the levels of Bapambili, you would say.
I love that.
It's self-explanatory. Older people know. You're gonna get wisdom. Don't be like don't have that attitude or mentality. Understand? If you can just, when you see an older person, just see wisdom, just see experience. Understand? And understanding of life. Understand? Sometimes just because someone doesn't have academic background does not mean that person doesn't know anything.
True.
Understand? There's a lot that person can tell you about things that could even help you, your personality. Let's just relax and understand. Understand? And understanding, because we're just doing things in just in the hype, and also paganism into seasons as in they're questionable decision that we're doing because we think we know too much. You understand? But older people know. Hey, my 90s, Mama was so fizzy. They always say those things. They always and you guys are being our age. You're 24 at some age.
True.
You understand? You know how to navigate. You understand? So if now I'm 24 and then I'm gonna act like I know everything in the world, what's gonna happen to me? Even if you advise, no, Zana, we don't do like this. Relax, I got this.
Yeah, that's what they say. No, don't tell me. Let me. You know what they say? Let me live my life.
Yeah.
You lived yours. Let me live my life. And then later when it backfires, you're like, oh, but he did say.
Don't say that because there was this kid in my hood. Oh, this kid was doing the most with, like, she's way younger than me. So she was older people. Hey man, I'm like dating older guys. So like older people, boom, a kid. You're like, well, we told you. And when you thought you know better, now what you gonna do with this? Understand? But if you understand, this could be prevented. Understand? Now, single mother, you're not even 21. How are you gonna navigate this thing?
Ish.
Understand? You have to look for a boyfriend that could support this, and that boyfriend is gonna demand a child. Then you understand the pattern that's gonna be there.
And it's so sad on how I'm sorry, so sad on how the Gen Zs become parents at a very young age.
Yeah, and they act as if it's normal.
You go to school on a day where it's social grant day and kola abu mama, for kids.
Oh yeah, young kids.
And then you find the school empty. And then when you ask, where are they?
They went to.
It's sad. It's a very sad generation. The school is like half empty. Yeah, they went there. And it's not just the girls. It's the girls and the boys because the father is in the very same school.
That's what they want.
Yeah, they're going as a family. They go to. They're a family to go,
And also, even the attitude these kids have, like, just because you have a kid at 16 doesn't make you a parent. Okay, you are a parent biologically, but you're not you're not even developed enough because you can take care of understand. So now just because you 5 years on a graduate last year, then you think
experience.
Hey, they even look down at how say about yo, it's not that deep. Relax, so understand. Sometimes I don't know. It is a status with like I'm someone's parent,
yes,
so I have to feel important.
Yes.
Okay, you have the education, you have the what, but I'm someone. I brought life.
I brought life into it.
Whatever you big, we get it.
You God, man. Yeah, but it is what it is. It is what it is. We all have expectations. We are not saying lower your expectations, but just know that reality is going to kick in at the end of the day. Anything else, Sana?
I mean, I'm still on the factivity. Just the thing, because there was this time, this other girl was like, "Hey, my sister, like, hey, it's like not begins university during your 2014, like, hey, and everything is still the same. Like, she wants to advise me. Imagine 2014 and 2024. That was like 10 years back. She thinks everything is the same. Like, she wants to tell me about NSS money. She thinks like is that money she was getting. I was like, this person has been to varsity. She knows what first year feels like. She knows what a lecturer is. She has experience. So why don't you want to take what she's saying? Like, things are not the same. I'm like, she has been in your shoes. She walked this journey before. Why don't you want to understand good food routine? So nendawo yokuthi uyazi kakhulu nayo iyalimaza kakhulu.
True.
If you can have that mentality, even someone is telling you, no, Zana, ayenzwa kanje, lento le yenzwa kanje. Yes, yes. Dala ngiyenza nami lento le baba. Kids want to say that we find ourselves in such situations because that's fun ukutshelwa kakhulu.
Then when things backfire, you come back crawling.
Manani guys, like relax, yo. Like there's no need to blame everything on us. Yeah. Like there's no need. 2000, every next thing, even things we're not even keeping up with. Like
it's the things that your generation does. We are not. It's the things that your people do. Honestly, but we are not beefing with them. We love them, and we are still here for them. Baboni sindlela. If they decide to open their eyes and see, yes.
That's it from us here at Social Bridges. Lovely conversations, educational, informative, and very entertaining. So tell us what you guys think in the comment section below. Please don't forget to like, to subscribe, and soon we'll tell you where you can find us.
You can also find us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I almost forgot YouTube. Yes, we are here. This is Social Bridges, ladies and gentlemen, and that is Zana. I am Sims. Social Bridges.